Am I a bad YouTuber? That's the intriguing question for today. Today, we'll be reflecting on my channel and content as a whole and see if I'm truly underrated or just plain garbage. Now, you may be asking, why are you doing this to yourself? And that's honestly a great question. And the reason being is that I honestly look at other YouTubers and I'm envious of their levels of success. I can admit that. But I can also admit that I don't let that take a hold of me. It just got me curious as they all put in hard work to achieve that level of success, and I look at the roots of my content and see if I have what it takes, or if it's time for a change. For the sake of my argument against myself, I won't be using my viewer count nor subscriber count. It's not only selfish of me to complain about those silly numbers, but it's also quite disrespectful to all of you watching now, because I'm grateful for every single one of you. So with that, let's get into the video. So, with being a teenager myself, it's not a surprise that my intended audience would be in the teenage category. I mean, the statistics says otherwise, but come on, we all lied about our ages for email accounts at some point. So, with all that being said, I really don't want my audience to dictate not only what I put out, but my image. Just because you guys see a cute and cuddly character doesn't mean that my content is for children. My target audience isn't just set on one specific age group or community. I want to reach out and engage with as many people as I can, regardless of what type of community they're in. I don't want to appeal to just one group, because if I do, I'm afraid that I'll continue to appeal and please specific people. And I don't want to be known as a children's entertainer. Sure, appealing to the younger audience is kind of a get-rich-quick scheme, so to speak. But for me, I define my target audience as just people, not a specific community, but just people who'll enjoy what I put out, and that enjoy watching my content. With that said, it's no secret if you take a peek at my channel, you'll see that my content isn't really consistent. One week I'm doing a storytime video about my life, another week I'm talking about the furry fandom, another one about a topic totally different, and just weird videos. Personally, I like to experiment a lot, see what sticks and what doesn't, and through my experiments, I found two things. Number one, videos that have secret lore sprinkled in have slightly better replay value. Number two, content related to the furry fandom performs better than other videos I put out. Now, there's only one other video, animation, that surpasses these two rulings, and I'm honestly glad at that, because is this my fate? Do I subvert expectations and continue to experiment in content creation, mixing audiences and trying new things? Or do I continue to make content on the furry fandom because they're well received and potentially I gain more exposure? No, I don't want to make content that's already been made. There's plenty of ideas I had that's already been done before, and why repeat the formula? My content is diverse because I don't want to do the same thing. Because frankly, I don't want to repeat myself. I want to make content that I find interesting, and I don't want to be stuck in a loop of making the same content style for the same genre. So occasionally you'll see me switch it up once in a while, and that leads to it being a 50-50 gamble whether the video gets attention for the week or it just plummets. But with myself and mixing content, what am I labeled as? A storytime YouTuber, animator, furry YouTuber, or commentator? Well, I define myself as just a simple furry YouTuber. A YouTuber who's a furry but doesn't prioritize making content for the furry fandom. Because frankly, it's already been done, and it's going to continue to be done. I want my content to be something new. That's why I add lore drops to my character for an eventual project release, because I want to separate myself from the norm of YouTubers. Because when it's all said and done and I've run out of content to make, what do I want to be? Well, that's a hard question to ask. Upon self-reflection, I see the future of my channel as not the best one. Because I'm going to do what I love, but what will other people think? How will I maintain relevance? Or will my years of work of putting myself out on social media be worth it? It's all a jumbled mess of questions that I want out of my channel. Though I settled on one word to describe my future. My future of my channel is to entertain. Entertain the audience with content that I want to put out. There's big plans that I have, not just for the channel, but for the entertainment of my audience. The future I see is bright, with me just posting what I really want to put out, what I think people will enjoy, and to generally share themes and stories that I want to share with people. This is the future that I see. This is where I'm not only a well-known YouTuber, but something much more than a silly cat on the internet. So it begs the question, am I a bad YouTuber? Yeah, my content is pretty trash, but I'm always working to improve, and every video I make, I do think it's better than the last. But with bad content, does that make me bad? No, not in the slightest. I have great ambition and great passion that I'm going to pour into this channel. It's effort. Lots and lots of effort. And I'm willing to take the smallest baby steps to get to where I want to be in the future. But with taking a lot of effort to improve my channel, will that improvement of my channel want my audience to get me to continue to improve? To continue to go bigger and better with my content? Truthfully, I think that's something that's gonna happen. The more I hype people up with my content, the more people will probably expect more and more content that's just exceptional. That's a fear I have, and frankly, I don't have a solution to that. But I'm not here to be accepted, or for clout, or for any profit. This is what I love to do, and I can't wait to continue to do this gig until I die of natural causes. Hopefully. At the end of the day, whether the algorithm is against me or I'm just making some garbage videos, you got to keep life lovely. And I'm Novely, logging off.